What's up, hard hitters? It's Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. And you know what? I was just thinking, how in the hell could I have hard hitters without the blessing from the hard-hitting diva herself? What's going on, Franchon Crews-Dezurn? By the way, before I even bring you on in, I just want to let them know: 7 wins, 1 loss, 1 no contest, unified WBO, WBC super middleweight champion. The floor is yours, champ.
Yeah, I love the introduction. I'm okay. I had a good day of training, so I'm just coming down. Got to go to my second job now, and I'm blessed. I can't complain.
I know, and with all that being said, Franchon, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I'm truly grateful that you was able to give myself and the hard hitters just a little bit of your time. I got to ask you though, Franchon, I'm looking at you. Beautiful, articulate, intelligent. What makes you want to get into this business, the hurt business? What makes you want to get into this? Were you always a boxing fan coming up?
No, I was a fighter. I used to street fight a lot, girls and boys in school, whatever. And the opportunity came to box, and I just tried it, and it worked out for me.
Yeah, that it did. I mean, with that being said, you've had some explosive fights. I mean, your championship fights, your very, very controversial fight with Jimenez, your professional debut with Clarissa Shields. But my question to you, Franchon, is out of all the wars you've been in, tell me which fight leaped out to you the most? Which fight meant the most to you?
I would say two fights. My pro debut which was, one big step for us and one giant leap for women's boxing. And also when I became the WBC world champion and won my first belt, those fights stand out to me big time because it was just like a pivotal moment, a history-making moment, and it just birthed me into who I am today.
How was it sharing the ring with Clarissa Shields? I think it's amazing what both of you are doing for women's boxing.
It was a great fight, very intense, and every time we step in the ring together, it's like that. So it was an honor above everything else. The punches and everything, it was an honor.
Now your fight, January 11, 2020, on the Jaime Munguia undercard. You went up against Jimenez, and I remember vividly watching that fight. I was glued to the tube, Franchon. And the thing is, Franchon, I know what you bring to the table. I know you have power. And as I was watching that fight, I find it mind-boggling that Jimenez was just walking right through your punches. Something's not quite right with this fight. And I looked at your trainer, Barry Hunter, and I that speech that he gave you in the corner, it moved me very, very inspirational. Asking, do you really want this fight? I'm trying to take food off of your table for your family, and to see you get off of that stool and to give it your all, and just to continuously see her walk right through your punches. I said, with all due respect, Barry, I hear what you're saying, man, but something's not right with this fight. But I do want to give a quick shout out, and I think you know this guy very well, Champside. Champside was all over your situation. This is where I was really getting my news from when it came down to you, because we had a lot going on in boxing at the time. But big shout out to Champside. He was all over shedding the light on your situation. And once we found out that she was indeed a drug cheat and using steroids, my question to you is a two-parter. How did you feel on that night of the fight when you lost your titles and basically escaping with your life? Because let's face it, Franchon, that woman could have killed your ass that night. And the second part of that question is, how did you feel when the WBC and the WBO got it right, and gave you back your titles and, making it a no contest and suspending Jimenez? How did you feel on both occasions?
Well, I mean, if you followed that, like on my social media, I felt in my heart I didn't lose the fight. Statistically, I didn't lose the fight. Skill-wise, I didn't lose the fight. But I can't, and I couldn't change what the judges saw or what they decided. The first thing I said, we gotta run that back because the champ, we gotta beat the champ. And yeah, she caught me with a good shot and she was walking through my punches, but she didn't finish stronger than me, especially with all the steroids and whatever she had. Like, you didn't finish stronger than me and didn't outland me. And me and my team always knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right since the year before, but I don't talk about people unless I have facts. And I'm just happy the WBC and WBO got it right, because it's not just for me, it's just for boxing as a whole, because there's other people going through the same thing that may not have the luxury of like body testing or, you know, just being knowledgeable and paying attention, because I would advise everyone, if they feel like that was natural, to go back and look at her 2 fights before me and just see that she was getting rocked by like souped up welterweight. So to come up super middleweight against a person that's very known to hit hard, you know, not just by my words, by my opponents and everyone, and just to walk through everything like it's nothing, it's definitely a red flag. So what's for me is always going to be for me, and I'm happy to still be the champion, and I'm looking forward to going to Undisputed.
Franchon, I was just so grateful that the WBO and WBC got it right, because, you know, like he was just stating, I mean, for whatever reason, whether it's political reasons or what have you, sometimes they just don't get it right. I was so grateful that they had did that for you. Now, you're still with Golden Boy, correct?
Yeah, I'm just focusing on my fights, Undisputed.
Okay. How's your relationship with Oscar?
With who?
With Oscar.
Oh, it's cool. Everything's cool. B-Hop too, you know.
Yeah. That was my favorite fighter coming up, B-Hop.
Yeah, he's a great mentor, and he's like, just to be working with legends like Oscar and Bernard is really cool. So, I mean, I'm just here. I just fight. I just make money and get straps and represent for the women.
Yeah, I know that's right. Exactly. And you do it very well. With that being said, Franchon, you know, I was looking forward to your next bout. It was on the Triller card. It was on Teofimo Lopez's card against Kambosos. I was looking forward to the fight, but you know, news had, you know, got out that that the whole card had got canceled due to Teofimo having COVID. You know, that was what was reported. And I wanted to get your initial thoughts on how you felt when you got that news.
Oh, it was devastating. I just, you know, I try not to focus on negative things. I just really try to be proactive, not reactive. You know, it was devastating, put it that way. Very disappointing, but as a fighter, you have to keep moving on. I'm not too bad out of condition. Mentally, I'm still in the fight. So whenever I get that date to go again, that's when I'm gonna go. So I'm just focused on the fight. That's what.
You know what? Now, and that was going to be my next question, Franchon. So we don't have a date for your next fight yet, huh?
There's some things working, but when I can speak on it, I'll speak on it. But it's definitely, I'll have an announcement soon.
Cool. And with that being said, Franchon, let all the hard hitters know where they can follow you so we can stay posted and know what's happening next.
Well, thank you, Chuck P, for having me. I'm sorry. They can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the HH Diva, and I'm on Facebook at Franchon, the Heavy Hitting Diva Crews-Dezurn. Once again, I'm glad we can get this done because you're such a cool person, and I appreciate you for having me on your platform.
Thank you so much, Franchon. Hey, you know, we had a few bumps in the road getting here, but I'm finally happy that we got here and got it done. With that being said, hey, hard hitters, this is Real Ville Boxing Talk number 3. On behalf of Franchon Crews-Dezurn, the unified super middleweight champion, I'm Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. We out.
Period.